I want to briefly set this up because this passed the Senate and it looks like it's going to be signed into law by President Trump once it gets to the House. Everybody kind of thinks that's going to happen. Signed on the desk. We're going to defund NPR. Conservatives have been clamoring for this for decades, literally decades, and finally someone is going to do it. Now, why on earth would we defund such a nonpartisan educational unit like PBS and NPR? Well, why were they getting any money in the first place? NPR consistently claims, yeah, we're not really getting any money. It's very, very small percentage coming directly from the federal government. Now, we've done episodes before as to how and why that's not true, but overall, it's okay, well, if you're not getting any money, why does it hurt so much that it's going away? Let's bring in our panel right now because I do want to play this video. Bo Robinson is a comedian. Amber Duke is over at the Daily Caller. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Joe Bob.
I want to get your opinion on this, but first I want to play this video clip because the biggest contention is, well, they're supposed to be non-biased. They're supposed to be nonpartisan, just educational content. Here's a clip of Senator Kennedy kind of disproving the idea that, well, no, they're totally nonpartisan and unbiased. It's Katherine Maher, then Senator Kennedy. Watch this and we'll discuss.
As far as the accusations that we're biased, I would stand up and say, please show me a story that concerns you, because we want to know and we want to bring that conversation back to our newsroom.
I want to give you a few examples of stories that NPR has published using taxpayer money. How racism became a marketing tool for country music. Donald Trump's long embrace of Vladimir Putin. Eating less beef is a climate solution. There is no neutral. Nice white people can still be complicit in a racist society. Scientists debunk lab accident theory. The history of policing and race in the United States are deeply intertwined. After Biden's debate performance, the presidential race is unchanged. A brief history of how racism shaped interstate highways. What can the White House do to confront the narrative around Biden's ability?
I love the fact that it just keeps going and going and going. Amber, let's start with you here. My biggest contention is, hey, if it's a funding thing, if you're saying, hey, only 1% comes directly from the federal government, which of course is not true because there's a circumventing way that they funnel money to each other. If it's not happening, why are they so mad that we're taking it away?
Yeah, exactly. They left X and other social media platforms because they were angry that they were getting tagged as government-funded news sources, but now are claiming that they need this funding from the government to be able to exist. So which one is it, right? Those two things are mutually exclusive. But Katherine Maher obviously lives in a different reality. I mean, she testified to Congress in the past year where she couldn't even remember a series of insane left-wing tweets that she had sent from her own Twitter account, just claimed that it never happened. And then when they were read back to her, said she couldn't recall. There's this history of stories that John Kennedy read out. But one of my favorites was when they issued a statement explaining why they weren't covering the Hunter Biden laptop scandal and exercised possibly the worst news judgment that would get anyone else at any other news outlet fired by saying that it was not a story. So this is long overdue. Look, if it's 1%, then you all will be fine, right? No need to worry. But American taxpayers should not be paying for this leftist dribble.
Yeah, like it wasn't, no, we don't believe this story. It was, this is not a big enough story to cover, so we're just going to avoid it all entirely. Bo, I think Senator Kennedy is doing a great job at being an artist in the discipline that we both practice as a stand-up comedy. I don't think he's intentionally trying to be funny, but it's very, very funny. Do you think, I don't know, how big do you think the clamoring is going to be from the libs to try and figure out another avenue once this bill goes through entirely?
Well, they're going to have to make money, right? So I'm actually looking forward to what they're about to do. Like, is NPR and PBS, I feel like they've been holding back. Now they have a chance to go full MSNBC. They're going to start saying crazy things like men can have babies, babies can have men, and Chris Christie is beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to the future of them because I think they've been holding back. So I can't wait to see what they have to put forward.
Unfortunately, Chris Christie coming in for a kicking there by Robinson.